Welcome back.
I'm Jocelyn.
I'm Caden.
And we
are
best
of
kin. And today is a sunny day.
Let's get into it.
Oh. You know what? I'm going to stop you right there.
Why?
I was just being who I was 20 minutes ago at the front door.
Oh, nice. We had
a witness.
A Jehovah.
Jehovah.
I know, I was shortening it.
Hova.
That's kind of like synchronicity.
Hova.
We're listening
Witness.
to Holy Grail. Jay-Z. Yeah, Jehovah Witness.
We were
Come
setting
to the door.
up. They knocked. I opened the door. Immediately, I knew. I didn't need to see the Jesus pamphlet. I saw the long skirts, and I knew.
Yeah.
You're either Mormon or...
The Relief... Was it the Relief Society?
Relief Society's coming to save me.
What a weird name, too.
Society for Relief. And they said, oh, well, first of all, we're just admiring your home. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was nicer.
I'm like,
oh, my gosh, your home is beautiful.
And she's like, I know this is unexpected. And I was just like,
I was like, admiring from where?
The driveway. They were standing there for forever. And then she was like, we are a member of Jehovah's Witness. Something like that. And I was like...
And we're doing like some national fair, or it was like...
Really?
It was
I blocked out after she said that. I'm like, this is what I said.
It was nice, though.
I said...
It was all about tone.
I'm going to stop you right there. Thank you so much. I think I just said,
thank you. You're like, I'll stop you right there.
I said, I'll stop you right there. No, thank you.
I forgot.
What did I say?
And we both blacked out.
It was nice. I was just...
So
I'm going to stop you right there. I don't think I said I'm not interested. I just think I said, like, no, thank you. Have a great day. And then shut the door. And they were just like...
I mean, yeah, but I can't... I mean, that's like more rejection than salesman, probably.
I mean, I can't imagine. That's what they are at the end of the day. Sales. Trying to make money for the church.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. Do they pay tithing? Probably. They pay a soul tithing. I don't know. I just, I knew I would, if I let her talk too long, I'd get like, and I wasn't going to let that happen to me. And also, I don't want to waste her time because trust me, homie, it's a no for me. Did I say it's a no for me?
No.
Okay.
I mean, that's something you would say, though. It'd be funny.
I was just trying to be nice, but also like, get off my lawn. Over.
Yeah.
Okay, today's a beautiful day. I feel like
spring
I had
solstice, apparently.
Okay, can we cheers? Happy spring solstice. According to our Illusion of Time episode, this should be New Year's Day. So if we are doing what we need to do to align ourselves with nature, this is how we would be celebrating New Year's Day. Take the day off. Oh my God, we should take the spring solstice off every year and just celebrate with like being in nature, writing out literally resolutions. Like, do you not feel this time of year, spring has sprung, the winter dead is like gone and things are growing again as are humans? Don't you feel like this is a great time for resolutions, like an annual resolution situation, as opposed to January when it's still cold and dark and all the plants are dead?
Yeah, like mapping out, having a clearer mind.
Speaking of mapping out your year,
Caden
got the big ass calendar, taking up his whole wall. But that's what I'm saying. The timing has aligned to where this is the time where you want to do that. I know you've wanted to do it for a minute, but there's an extra motivation there.
I mean, yeah, if you do map it out, choose something for yourself each month. I mean, just seeing it like that, like seeing it without having to turn your head, just your entire year, like that Christmas is on there, like Thanksgiving is on there.
It scratches an itch in your brain.
Or like, yeah, summer's right there. You only have that much time to save that much money, blah, blah, blah. Like stuff like that.
Right. Because you think
because you want to do that, and then you're like, wait, I have like this money here, but I don't want to spend that much over there.
Right.
AKA the keys,
savings,
which is 5 weeks away, which is insane.
Yeah. In your mind, it's like, oh, May, so far away. But then like when you see it all in one like that, it's just like, oh, that's like 2 lines. Like that's like a couple.
And to see how much I've already like kind of blurred by, because I don't know, some weekends, you forget to maybe update your budget sheet, or keep track of your finances, or like what you had to pay for rent, what's coming up, what day is it. Sometimes you're just moving like, so fast you don't even know like the date exactly. And then it's like you're losing days that you are being alive.
Yeah, it's just a lack of intention at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a spendy couple of weekends recently. Logan and I never, ever go shopping for clothing. Like, we've been wearing the same shit for so long. And we went to the outlets, and he got a whole new wardrobe. He got...
Yeah, he's going to be...
I talked about this last time. But he got, like,
maybe,
4 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of pants, 4, 5, 6 shirts. Like, he's a new man. And he's dressing great. So love to see it. So much has changed. No, but I didn't even get that much. I was like, I got $8 Abercrombie shorts, which was like such a steal. And then next to Logan's,
weren't they more expensive as well? I thought you were saying like those, like $8. They used to be $80.
In my cart on Abercrombie.com, like the identical shorts were, I think, $60, and they were on sale for $20, and then it was like 60% off the sale stuff. So I got them for like less than $8. So it was just like really so nice to be like, I was gonna spend $60 on these shorts, and then I got them for $8. That just feels so good. I found a couple things that I had been like wanting for a long time. Like, oh my God, I got a squirt. We had just talked about that in the pod. Like, I wanted a squirt for the theoretical pickleball and tennis and badminton that I do.
Or golf.
Maybe Lola will take me once he gets into the swing of things.
Accustomed.
Hayden, in his golf journey, you're still loving it?
Yeah, look at my thumb.
Calloused.
Gone raw. But I had like an aha moment yesterday, and I was just very, like, I think it's so, I mean, to really perfect it, you have to just be so focused on the entire of it all. Like, it's, I just think just the more you learn about it, the more you are mind blown and respect those that are like at the top of it. I think that goes with any craft, but something about that.
You love it?
The sound, yeah. Like, when getting a straight shot and like you feel like you're follow through well, it's just like, like it feels so good. It's like, it's a crazy feeling, and it's kind of nice to feel like that with something.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And I don't even care that, like.
Would you rather golf or volleyball?
Oh yeah, I think volleyball isn't done. It's in the past.
It's just, whoa.
I would do it for fun, but I mean, golf is different. I mean, there is plenty ways to get injured as far as the constant like torque on your body, lower back, shoulder, wrist. I mean, I actually injured my wrist because I chunked the ball right before, like, hit the ground before hitting the ball, and like my grip it like made it like sting. So actually, I'm still recovering. Anyway, things happen, but yeah, volleyball, like my meniscus. I just don't have that feeling. Like, I used to see a net, right, and be like, oh my God, I want to play. But now it's like anything golf related, you know, it's
what
like I want to get, there's like a really easy like DIY thing. So, and it could even be good for Logan if he wants to like get better, because it's way more fun, of course, when you're like consistent.
Good at
it. It's like a small like plank platform you build at like, I guess, 2x4s, and then you just in 3 different strips of different like turf that's like higher, lower, or even like grass, and then just a net. So like you're just hitting into a net somewhere wherever you would approve.
They have that at like the rain. Oh, like at
out here, yeah. So I can just come out and just
net
swing, practice
nothing
swing,
but net.
swing.
Yeah.
Super and like affordable. So it's like when you can't get out, but like just come out and get back.
That's why like we didn't really want string lights on that side, because that's like a play area.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I want too. I mean, it'd be easy to put away, you know, like behind the shed,
a little
whatever.
pop-up, yeah, or even in the shed. What I like about golf for you, I mean, among many things, but I feel like with volleyball, it's like you're pretty heavily reliant on teammates, and I feel like golf being so self-reliant
just proves my point too.
Yeah,
like if you want to get better, like you don't need anyone else.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it does help, but that's why I think it's different from times like when Tiger Woods was starting. There's just so much information or access to information of how to improve mechanics, things to do, like learning things. I mean, ChatGPT for one, I'm like learning so much already, like just talking to him.
Oh my God.
About like this.
Yours is a man too.
It's Chad.
Yeah.
Chadster.
Logan said he came up with that. I'm like,
what?
You dumb bitch.
Whoa.
Don't make... Chad is mine!
I don't think he did.
No, I don't think he did either.
So if he's listening on a run, you did.
You're wrong. Yeah. I just feel like we're all in our like...
I mean...
It's not even like a health era because it's more just like... It's beyond health.
It's just the wave that we're catching.
We're on a wave, baby. And then again, spring. I feel like it just brings something out of you. The weather, the green. Gorgeous. All the flowers are back. Like they were all dead for a while, but like the yellow ones in the front, like the trees, the flowers.
It's the wave. It's also like the so time of the week, right? I mean, like catch us Monday morning. We were.
I know.
Different mindset, but
so different. But
now is now.
Today kind of feels like a Friday because we typically like record on Fridays, so it's giving me like Friday vibes. And I'm gonna make Logan pick up like Pacificas on his way home. I think from the library, just so we can have one
for the
one and done
for the lore.
Ferda. Love it. What other life updates? Happy spring. Oh my God. I cannot stop talking about spring, Kaden. I need to stop. I also just, in terms of the wedding industry, like spring weddings, spring events are probably some of my favorite because obviously the florals are so incredible in the spring that like they're just unmatched. Yeah. Work is so busy. Work is too busy. And I don't know what to do about that. I'm like, oh, it's looking like we're designing on this weekend. Because we had so much going on this week. Dentist appointment. Sienna's got a dentist tomorrow. Podcast. I'm filming my like weekly daily delicacy video. Like there's just so much outside of work that is happening that I'm like, when is the work supposed to happen? But that's life, is figuring out balance, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just like annoyed that I haven't figured it out yet, but it's fine. Do you want to dive in?
Yeah, we can start with this. It is March, and it's March Madness. This episode will be out right before the Sweet 16, but we are recording as the very first games of the first round are being played.
And I don't even know who's in it. I don't know anything.
Or seeds, which I don't want to tell you because,
So there you have it, folks.
Okay.
Last year we did the brackets. How did I do?
You had,
Not bad.
I think your second round was pretty on point. Got a little jumbly in the Sweet 16. And then your Elite 8, I think you only had like one or two teams.
Okay.
Which, again, I mean, there was like
ASU
videos.
And U of A in it?
No, Arizona State was bad this year. U of A is. He'll make that pick later. Yeah. But, of course, it might sound like a lot at first, but
we'll narrow it in.
We'll get it in.
We'll get it in, folks. Let's go.
In the East region.
I know some states over there.
Duke or Mount St. Mary's?
Duke.
Mississippi State or Baylor?
Mississippi.
Oregon or Liberty?
Oregon.
Arizona or Akron? Or Akron?
I'm going to go Arizona because obvious reasons.
BYU or VCU?
BYU, I am afraid they're good.
Wisconsin or Montana?
Wisconsin. But that was a close call.
St. Mary's or Vanderbilt? St. Mary's?
Okay. Oh, okay.
Alabama or Robert Morris?
Bama. I'm trying to look at your expressions to see if like
Houston or wait, what is this one? Oh gosh, I don't even know. SIUE.
Houston.
Oh gosh. Okay, Gonzaga or Georgia?
I feel like didn't Gonzaga do good last year? Or did I just keep picking?
I mean, they've been a name in the tournament for like the last 6 years.
Georgia, though. Gonzaga.
Clemson or McNeese?
Clemson. I remember that name.
Purdue or High Point?
Purdue to do.
Illinois or Xavier?
Illinois.
Kentucky or Troy?
That's going to be a close call. Troy? Fuck.
UCLA or Utah State?
Oh. Basketball. I want to say... Fuck, Utah's good at basketball, huh? I want to go.
Go off vibes, whatever. I know it's hard when I say
I just
one
love
first.
UCLA. Like I love Brentwood, but Utah. I feel like Mormons are good at basketball. I'm gonna go Utah.
Tennessee or Wofford?
Let's go Tennessee.
All right, I'll start in the bottom and go up. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Omaha or St. John's?
Omaha.
Arkansas or Kansas?
Oh my god, they're like the same to me. Kansas.
All right. Texas Tech or UNCW?
Tech.
Missouri or Drake?
Missouri.
Maryland or Grand Canyon?
Maryland.
Colorado State or Memphis?
Colorado.
Oklahoma or Yukon?
Yukon.
All right. What did you say last time?
It was
Yuck.
Yukon, like potato.
Oh,
Yukon.
yeah. Florida or Norfolk State?
Florida.
Michigan State or Bryant?
Michigan State. I'm picking the ones that have like states in their names.
Marquette or New Mexico?
New Mexico, because that just makes me feel like they're a more established school.
Iowa State or Lipscomb?
See, it's on Iowa. Like, I'm not picking any of the ones that are random.
Ole Miss or North Carolina?
That's going to be a close call, but I'm going to go Ole Miss. But I know that they're good at football, but are they good at basketball?
Texas A&M or Yale?
Texas A&M. I feel like Texas is good at sports.
Michigan or UC San Diego?
I love San Diego.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I feel like that's not the right choice, but it's my choice.
Louisville or Creighton?
Louisville.
Auburn or Alabama State?
Another close call, but I'm going to go Auburn.
All right, let's make our Sweet 16.
Okay.
Duke, Mississippi State.
Duke.
Oregon, Arizona.
Ah!
I know. Can't control it.
Oh, I got to go Arizona.
All right. We got BYU or Wisconsin?
BYU.
St. Mary's or Bama?
St. Mary's.
Houston or Gonzaga?
Fuck. I feel like I had a similar situation last year.
I mean, once you start narrowing it down, it really gets hard because you're like...
Houston. I just don't know anything.
Clemson or Purdue?
Clemmy.
Illinois or Troy?
Illinois.
Utah State or Tennessee?
Utah.
All right, other side. Auburn or Louisville?
Auburn.
UC San Diego or Texas A&M?
Texas.
Ole Miss or Iowa State?
Ole Miss.
New Mexico or Michigan State?
Michigan.
Florida or Yukon?
Yukon. Potato.
Colorado State or Maryland?
Maryland.
Missouri or Texas Tech?
Texas.
Sorry. You said Kansas, right? Yeah. Kansas or Omaha?
Omaha.
All right. Let's make our Elite Eight. Duke or Arizona?
Arizona.
Okay, let's go.
BYU
or St. Mary's?
BYU. Ooh,
Wow.
That's
Houston or Clemson?
Houston.
Illinois or Utah State?
Utah. Hayden.
Yukon or, sorry, let's go Omaha or Texas Tech?
Texas Tech.
All right. Let's go Yukon or Maryland?
Yukon.
Michigan
I feel
State
like I'm not doing
or
well.
Ole Miss?
Michigan.
Okay, and then Texas A&M or Auburn?
Auburn.
Okay, I would say probably only two of these or not likely, but
only 2
out of your Elite 8. Yeah.
Come on.
Arizona or BYU?
Arizona. I have to
Houston
go for them.
or Utah State?
Utah.
All right. Whatever comes first.
Wait, was it Houston or Utah?
Yeah.
Wait. Take it back.
Okay.
Because earlier when I heard Houston, I was like, I just have a good feeling about them.
Okay. UConn or Texas Tech?
UConn Tech.
Auburn or Michigan State?
Michigan.
Okay, our final 4. Who's going to the national championship? Arizona or Houston?
I'm going to just say Arizona because for obvious reasons.
And then we have Michigan State versus UConn.
Michigan.
All right, our national championship, Michigan State versus Arizona.
I'm just going to take
Who's winning?
Arizona all the way.
And what is your final score?
What's a high score? 82?
I would say, yeah, there's nothing more.
It's
either
too
like
high?
keep it within
The 70s?
9 points, and I would say like 65 to 85.
I kind of want to say 72, 78.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Cool. 70. That's a good score.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right.
All right,
Arizona, let's fucking go. Now I feel.
So your final 4 was so this is like how they were ranked in their region.
Okay.
UConn was a 8 seed. Michigan State is a 2 seed, so that's good. Arizona's a 4 seed. Houston's a 1 seed. So at least you had 1 seed in the final 4 because that usually always happens.
Okay.
It rarely happens where that is happening. Do you want any of my input, or do you want to just wait?
Who's your final 4?
I mean, I have so much, but I was gonna remake one after this.
Okay.
But I mean, your final 4 is pretty good. I probably would have let.
Did I take BYU too far?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 games too far. Yeah. And then you eliminated Kentucky right away. But those are upsets.
Sound good.
Any of this is possible. Like this is literally could be the right bracket.
Could happen.
The chances of getting the right bracket is like winning a lottery 3 times. That was one of the stats. Like it's like within a quintillion.
Yeah.
To get the exact same one. Sweet. Awesome. That's exciting.
Cool.
And then I was a little scared because Louisville and Creighton I know is playing right now.
Oh. Is that potentially scores are up?
Yeah, so we already know you got that wrong. Creighton beat Louisville. But that's okay because you have Auburn beating the next round, so your bracket in the Sweet 16 is still strong.
Thank you for the for the March Madness roundup.
It's okay to do an upset in the first round, but if you like make that upset lose the next round, which you did with that your Sweet 16, but Utah State also went a little too far, I think. Yeah, you liked your Utah State BYU.
No, it's like both anything I know. Arizona, Oregon, Utah.
Both in the Elite 8. That's crazy. I love a nice bracket though. I love filling this out. It's just so cool to see like any of these teams can make history. Yeah. Ellie Goulding. That's a good song.
Okay.
All right, our bracket's in.
Love it. Love it.
March is going to be mad.
I feel mad for March.
Mad, horny,
all the above. I'm mad and horny.
Mad and Muse, that's a good one too.
I know. Something about that music.
That's how it starts. The harmonizing like
some kind of
madness. Nice.
I'm gonna check the cams.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
You say something. Say something interesting.
Something interesting. There are only 27 penguins. Is it dead?
No.
Is it full?
Nothing's been reported.
I mean, what happened?
How?
What about ours, though?
Well, yours is. Mine is. So you might have to edit that. But I started it.
I could do that side by side to make it a little easier.
Yeah, you could do that. Easy.
What we did for...
We could also do that all the time and get rid of this one.
Yeah, that's a good point, because...
Because people like kind of both, and then you're like just switching for... The clips.
But that's all you want to see is the person's direct camera, like the POV.
I agree. It's almost less engaging.
Cool.
Let's simplify even harder.
I know. Let's get that out of here. What do you
Should
need
I stop it now?
That wide? Yeah, why not?
Most of it, it's like, fuck it. Less setup. No, it's just because I looked at that camera so much at the beginning.
Well, that's also cool. I think
now we'll know where to look.
What do you mean?
It's not options of like either ours or this.
Well, yeah.
Of where to look. I cannot.
I know. Wow. So we just had another guffaw moment. That's how it's always happened. Something doesn't work, and we're like, wait, let's just do this.
Wait, let's just
like
clips
or YouTube
oh my God, I feel
where
so
I
much
was
better.
editing. Why don't you put the tripod away to make it real?
Let me just take the time during the podcast to clean up.
We're good.
I can't believe you.
No,
but I agree.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think our YouTubes would be better and more engaging if.
Well, not only that, it's our Spotify now too.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wait, you're so right for that. We actually used to do that.
I mean, Spotify, the back and forth. I don't know. That takes me like 2 hours.
No, the back and forth. I feel like the split screen.
Yeah.
To where it's just.
We only did a couple episodes.
How do we do that?
I mean, it might be better now with the desk setup because we did it on the couch, and
You're
I don't
right.
know. But this is more symmetrical.
We've tried a couple things, and I don't love that angle. Like, I don't look my best, from the side like that.
That's fair too, and it's closer as well.
It's closer. It's better quality. Like, come on, what have you been doing this whole time?
Unlocking.
Okay. I feel good about it.
Better and better.
Less effort.
Because I'm hopeful.
Less setup, less teardown, less effort, less uploading to the thing. Oh my God. Less.
I think you touched the brown code.
Oh, yeah.
All good. Well, I think.
Well, that was
we
meant to be.
We got a topic today, don't we?
I know. I just want to keep singing. I want to drink a beer. I want to go outside.
Pacifico would be really nice right now.
I know. I almost had him do it, but we're having our coffee.
Can you imagine a cold Pacifico with a lime though? Like, feels so good. I love this. I'm so happy you got it.
Oh my God!
I just love the feeling of like
March, but also having something. It's giving Oscar ballot. It's like something that you're rooting for. That then you're like
handwritten aspect.
You have some stake in it.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a financial bet, it's like.
But I actually I have, don't have my phone, but me, Lily, and Joe and Kaylin, our couple friend, we did one in a group and we made a bet, but I actually had Michigan State winning mine. So you got them to the national championship. So, yeah.
Fuck yeah, brother.
You had some good upsets in there. I mean, I think this one is more evenly played out than last year.
Like I did a better job this year.
You had like 16 seeds beating 1 seeds, which has only happened twice in the history of March Madness. But you didn't do that once.
Oh my God! So I'm getting better every year, is what we're saying.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Okay. Well, last week we talked a lot about. What do we talk about? The overhyped and underhyped. A lot of it was wellness based, just like powders, supplements, what is and isn't legit. And then that kind of feeds into like influencers. Is what they're selling legit, or do they just have a platform?
They're pretending to do? There's a lot of fake running influencers.
This one girl's like, I'm a fitness influencer. She had a weight loss surgery recently, you know what I mean? And like everyone thinks that she lost weight naturally, but I'm pretty sure it was weight loss surgery and Ozempic. So it's just like the Ozempic of it all.
That's the new wave. Like the con artist is what you can portray on TikTok. To gain money or what you can sell, right? Courses and.
So I want to talk today about just the biggest scams in history, and I think that we're experiencing some now. I think that there's been a lot of past ones. There's also so many different types of scams. Like there's
organic on there.
Wellness. I mean, organic. We can get into it because
I'm just curious if there's like any studies on the legitimacy.
Let's start there. I also want to get into MLMs.
What process? Like I want to see a process of like a farm or I don't know.
It just means the no pesticides, right? They're not spraying their crops with pesticides. That's the only difference, right?
That's the only difference. I don't know. It's a good question. Organic. Yeah, like non-GMO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Genetic modified organism. That pesticides.
Genetically modified. Okay. The organic food industry is worth over $50 billion in the U.S. alone, and it's built on the promise that organic is healthier, safer, and better for the planet.
Big organic.
Big O.
Big O. B-O.
B-O.
I'm smelling.
Is it worth the premium price? Because if you go to the grocery store, any vegetable, if it's organic, it's at least $1 more.
Yeah, my worst nightmare is like organic Whole Foods grocery shopping. Worse than Costco.
Mm-hmm. Costco has some organic, but it's like...
No, I'm saying like the price of going to Whole Foods and like getting everything organic, or like a steak.
Like even a single cucumber, it's like 99 cents regular or $1.99 organic. I think and they're skinnier.
They're $3 at Sprouts right now per
cucumber.
Sorry, avocado.
Oh. Hoss. Okay, so organic. The USDA organic certification requires products to be grown without synthetic pesticides, herbicides, or fertilizers, free from GMOs. Animals have to be raised without antibiotics or growth hormones, which is good. Adhere to strict animal welfare standards.
That's what's so weird, though, is like, why is that more expensive to produce?
Because that's more effort to like do.
But why hasn't that just been like the base foundation of doing?
It was at one point, I believe.
And then they went to the faster way. So what shouldn't the faster way be?
No, but that's cheaper. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like now we have to pay a premium for what should just be.
Yeah, exactly. Scam.
Scam.
College.
Scam artist.
I imagine you have a list though.
I do.
Take you off it.
No, that's on there.
What was?
What did you just say?
College.
That's on there. Yeah. Organic labeling can vary. 100% organic means all the ingredients are organic. If it just says organic, at least 95% of the ingredients are organic. If it says made with organic ingredients, at least 70% has to be organic. So there's those different kind of labels.
Well, yeah.
That have variation of.
I mean, I think even on the food topic, new nutrition facts, the calorie amount per serving can be 20% off within FDA guidelines.
Interesting.
So it's like
nothing that you read is anything.
I mean, there's that barrier of.
In terms of nutritional value, because at the end of the day, isn't that kind of why people buy organic? Because they think it's healthier for their bodies.
Exactly.
Right? That's the idea. That's the marketing behind it. Multiple studies show little to no difference in nutritional value between organic and conventionally grown foods. Studies found slightly higher levels of antioxidants, but lower levels of pesticide residues, but not enough to justify a price difference. It's so minor. Pesticide residue myth. Another scam. Organic farming still uses pesticides, just naturally derived pesticides. It's not like the Roundup chemical, which, I would probably prefer a naturally derived chemical so that it's not even about the nutritional value. It's like hormone disruption.
Or just how your body is adapting and reacting to it, yeah. Gut health. I mean...
Some organic pesticides, such as copper sulfate, can actually be more harmful than synthetic options. Copper in the bloodstream.
Yeah, heavy metals.
The environment. Yeah, then we're getting into heavy metals. They're like
heavy
metals
mercury.
Is such. It's like seed oils. Seed oils and heavy metals are kind of like the current and I like the current like hot, button topics. But it's like.
Yeah, like you're letting your water sit in the Breville plastic container. Like you have microplastic leach in your coffee. Like, bruh.
I can see microwaving plastic Tupperware.
And I'm still craving a beer, so it doesn't matter.
Right. At the end of the day, I'm still going to ruin my body. The environmental working group's Dirty Dozen list, right? Have you heard of the Dirty Dozen list?
No.
Okay. It's like a list that it's like at least these 12 vegetables get organic because they are the most fucked up.
Sounded like
onions.
A TikTok, like, a hook.
Have you heard of the Dirty Dozen list?
The what? No.
Let me tell you about it, bro. The big text.
What is it again, though?
The Dirty Dozen list, it's like the 12 vegetables that you should be buying organic because they are the dirtiest.
Oh, I see.
But this says that it's often cited, but the levels of pesticide residue on conventional produce are well within safe limits. But according to the FDA and the EPA, do we trust the FDA? That's another question. Health benefits. Organic food is often perceived as being safer, but there's no clear evidence showing that they reduce the risk of disease, which that's the biggest thing at the end of the day is like inflammation leads to disease. So anything that's inflammatory, which is different for every person. So that's why it's also hard to paint with a broad brush.
But it's also how much is placebo playing into the fact of feeling better because you bought organic.
Right. 100%.
It's like, wait.
It's so tough. And then people often think that organic equals non-GMO. That's literally what you had said. But GMOs themselves have 0 proven negative health effects. It's just another hot button word to be like, to charge more for it saying organic, non-GMO, like to have the list on the label, to then charge more because you're marketing it that way.
It's all marketing.
As like the cleanest. It's all marketing.
That reminds me of another like food documentary that, what was the marketing aspect? Like the label that would be like deceiving. Oh, like 100% natural or...
Natural only means, that literally was on here.
It was like that chicken or the egg one. Yeah. It was like thinking about eggs.
Yes.
Or the cage-free, like
the garlic.
They don't have, it doesn't have to be completely...
Yes. Out of the cage. It's like out of the cage in the day, but then in the cage like the rest of the day. I don't know.
But they can say that, but it doesn't fully
Natural is not the same as organic. It just means minimally processed, but there is no guideline from the FDA in terms of like, you have to have these requirements in order to say it's natural. Like anyone can kind of say it's natural and be like, yeah, minimally processed, like natural, but still processed in some way. So the other thing that is so ironic about organic is you think it's like better for the environment to not be spraying crops with pesticides. Like that's kind of like in my mind what I'm thinking when I think of organic. Organic farming produces 20 to 25% lower yields compared to conventional farming. To meet the demand, organic farms require more land, which contributes to deforestation. So it's like
more land and
more wasteful to produce the organic so that they can charge more instead of conventional farming. Ironic. Organic farming often requires more labor and machinery, leading to higher carbon footprint. Organic livestock production produces more methane emissions compared to conventional methods. So it's literally a marketing scam to charge more because it's not better for the planet. It's not necessarily proven to be better for your body. Like, what are we doing? And then some natural pesticides used in organic farming are less efficient and need to be applied more frequently, which then increases the environmental harm. For example, Bt toxin, a natural insecticide, can affect non-target insects, just like synthetic pesticides. So it's like the things they're not trying to kill end up dying. Kind of like the fishing, the Seaspiracy, when they're like capturing fish but killing dolphins, killing literally all these other animals just for like these fish. It's like they're trying to get rid of just this bug, but instead are killing just like everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the
like
side effects.
The food chain, the ecosystem, you know, disrupting.
It is just really interesting.
Yeah, the human race is...
It's more expensive.
Killers.
Organic is more expensive probably because of the perceived value, but it does require more labor, more weed removal, more pest control. The farmers have to go through strict and expensive certification processes in order to even label the food as organic. So that justifies the higher price, but for what is like at the end of the day the question.
Yeah.
Organic farming and the yields are lower, so they're working more. It's more costly, more labor, but then they're literally getting less crops like out of it, and having to use up more land. So it's like no wonder it's more expensive. Like I believe that it is more expensive to produce that and be able to say that. That's not the scam. It's just the scam is like being told that it's better for the planet, it's better for your body, and that's how we need to switch, like convert over.
Just another pathway of how we can be tricked.
Brands, and then this next bullet point, just real quick, is the marketing and perception of it all. The brands capitalize on the health halo to justify the higher prices. Like these
health
are the
halo.
Think about just like the more like you know. Consumers believe that they're investing in better health and environmental practices, whether or not that's true. So it's like that's all that matters is like, does the consumer believe it?
Yeah.
And they did a good job.
Story of our life. Because
I was shopping organic hella. But I will say, these bananas from Trader Joe's, even better than the Costco ones. They're not organic. They're huge and beautiful and delicious.
I mean, yeah, even the ones I get at Safeway, I love.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are huge.
They're bigger.
Yeah.
Sometimes organic, tiny. Like it's even saying here, like the yield is lower.
Oh, not a plantain. Yeah, plantain, right?
The little green ones.
They look like little bananas.
Yeah. You like a plantain?
No, I'm saying like you're saying the ones that are the organics are so small.
Yeah. Like a plantain. I'm with you. Organic doesn't really deliver on the promises, so it doesn't really make sense. You know?
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's just up to your own.
There are some
wants, needs, and likes.
There are some things that do just naturally have higher residue. So, like, for example, bananas are already safe in the peel. So it's like fine if that's sprayed theoretically because you're opening up the peel and getting what's inside.
Fair.
But things like strawberries, spinach, and apples.
Oranges.
Strawberry, spinach, and apples have higher pesticide levels. So consider buying them organic if you are going to be picky. So because it's like more exposed.
Grapes and berries.
Yeah. Oh, or just like wash them super, super well. But that's the thing is just like the prep. Taking the time to do that. You know, sometimes we be lazy. If you're concerned about antibiotics and hormones, organic dairy and meat could be worth it. I don't even buy organic milk anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
I just be buying what's cheapest.
I mean, I've just been
in this economy.
There's a big argument too on like nut milk.
That's it. Then he said foods with thick peels or rinds, like avocados and bananas, rarely have significant pesticide residue. So like, don't bother with organic avocados or organic bananas, you know? And then the thing is like processed organic snacks, like, you know, like processed in a little baggie or like a lot of kids snacks. It'll be like organic, but it's so processed that it doesn't matter. It's equally as unhealthy as a non-organic goldfish, for example. If goldfish came out with organic goldfish, it'd be
processed
quite literally no difference, potentially more processed.
I wonder what Cheez-Its mean by 100% real cheese.
I mean, I do believe they do use real cheese, but you can also make Cheez-Its.
I know, really easily.
So easy. A little sourdough
even with shredded.
cheese.
I just saw one. A video.
So there's a lot of other wellness scams. I'll list a couple, and you tell me which one we want to dive into.
Okay.
And it'll be like dealer's choice. Clean beauty and natural skincare. I feel like we already got into that enough. Detox teas. Have you heard of detox teas? Like.
That reminds me of like juice
Skinny
cleanses
Fit,
too.
Flat tummy tea, laxative effects disguised as weight loss.
Oh yeah, you're just shitting it all out so you feel less. It's just a lack of bloatation.
Totally.
Is that a word?
I kind of like it, like flotation.
The lack of bloatation.
But some people like literally do a laxative tea like on the regs, bro.
Yeah,
and it's like probably
I don't even know that's healthy. Yeah,
it's not. It's harmful.
Bowel movement. Yeah.
You should be like. Again, nature's cycle, like one with your body when it comes to that, and not just
that's why I'm curious with, I guess 5 years from now, the results or effects of Ozempic. You know, as far as I
mean, that's the thing. Ozempic's been around a very long time. It's just recently being used for weight loss.
Yeah, I would be curious. It was. Yeah, it's been around a long time.
Diabetes medication. Yeah.
But if you don't have diabetes,
but also, I think the biggest effects is like you're losing fat in places you don't need to be losing fat. You can't really control where the fat is being lost. So like,
what if you lose
people are losing fat and collagen in their faces, and then they have like a sunken in gaunt look. And then as you age, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And you can't replace the fat and collagen that you lose from your face. That's going to be they're going to look elderly.
Again, it's just the body dysmorphia and like what you should look like or what others look like.
But you don't know how that's going to affect you when you're 50, 60, 70 and like how that might make you look worse at those ages.
Yeah.
Just to look a little better in your youth.
It's tough to live or think long term in a life that seems so short.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like, have you seen Substance?
Not yet. I need to.
It's an interesting
You saw it?
We did. Logan and I watched it. It is an interesting narrative, I suppose, in terms of like your younger self is stealing from your older self. Because consider the two girls the same person, right? Like she's going out and living and like doing all these things, and it's making the older one like age quicker, kind of vibes. But you're seeing it simultaneously,
which is
literally yes. It's kind of like how it is. Like you're stealing like money, health. Years off of your life, maybe drinking, like you're taking that off of your later self. But it's so hard when you're young to even be like focused on your older self because it's like, YOLO, life is short. I'm going to have a good time. At least I'll have the MLMs, you know?
Yeah, get hit with an asteroid
But life,
tomorrow.
I do think life is long. I think that when you're 80, you're going to be like, holy shit, like life was fucking long, you know?
Yeah.
But I digress.
I mean, some people like in their 80s are like ready to go. They're like,
I lived
I'll
a good
die
life.
whenever. Yeah.
That's probably going to be me when I'm 80.
I mean,
what do you think about fitness programs that are like, there's a guru, they're marketing a program, but it's like a generic PDF that you spend $69.99 on, and you get information that you could get
a consumer of that
because you get to a point of almost desperation of just like, I'll do anything. I'll buy the supplements. I'll buy this program. But then you like don't follow it every day. Like
I had I was actually just thinking about this the other day. That I was so desperate for money when we first moved here. I was literally on
Hayden.
OnlyFans. No, I'm joking. But something like not
you were,
like that.
You?
No, I was on.
You were gonna selfie.
I was on Seeking Arrangements. I was trying to get a
sugar mommy in
Scottsdale.
Bad. I've been there. I didn't ever like make an account, but I just was like,
but it's also
how hard
scams.
would this be?
Those are all scams. So
Is
on
it
the topic,
though?
yeah, everyone was fucking fake, and they're trying to get like a check from you or like your bank.
Get it? I was taken advantage of.
No,
That's why you had no
never
money.
went that deep, but I just remember the feeling of being so desperate to like almost like maybe getting like a fake number.
Yeah.
That was still active to use.
I can't believe that even in my single years,
this was like 22.
I was less brave. You know, I was young, not super brave, probably wouldn't have been able to do a sugar daddy situation.
I mean, in hindsight, so stupid.
I'm like, what could I sell?
You just wanted to get out of the situation.
Pics,
which
underwear. You know what I mean? Some women I've seen on TikTok.
Me and Caesar were just talking about this. Like,
we
can really wanting to just
pour yourself out,
have a good financial stability, and have no worries, be well off, own everything.
Yeah.
And then you have girls that are just, in his words, finger blasting themselves, and they're making thousands, literally
hundreds.
They can travel the
millions.
world.
Some are just like,
not all, of course.
No, of course.
Which sucks. Like,
there's niches.
It's sad. Yeah,
there's niches. Right, there's someone for everyone.
We were just talking about that. Like, we're grinding, you know.
It's so
working day to day, and
easy,
they're just.
But at the same time, don't you feel like a little bit of dignity is lost? Just like a tiny, tiny bit.
Back on the subject of stealing from your older self.
Yes, maybe. Yes. Like that content will always be out there. That will follow you forever. If it's one thing if you're like, oh, I'm never gonna have like kids that are gonna like potentially find it online, or you know what I mean. It's like,
I mean, that's what people say. Like
family members,
comments, the
kids,
digital footprint,
which is not
so
being in
vulnerable.
Complete control of just the content of your body. Like, that scares me.
There has to be some.
I've never been able to do that, and it's like I thought about it for a moment.
Like a mental issue, but
you get to the point of being desperate, whether it be for money or for weight loss, like because you feel so.
But it becomes normal, and that's their normal.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know. And not to judge, because it's like there's sex work is true work, like that is a job, like. What you gotta do whatever you want to do, but
there's income for everything. It's just that seems to be more relevant now.
Oh yeah, because it's a little bit you're in the comfort of your own
not
home.
To discredit.
But then there's like the safety issue. What if someone becomes obsessed with you, and then you have a stalker, and then you know what I mean? Like they try to find you in real life. Like I could imagine some OnlyFans girls get like stalked hella.
But I mean, I've never seen a sugar mama thing, but it's funny. Like at work, you see a lot of those dates.
Yeah,
and you're like, dates. I'm like,
why can't that be me?
Well. No, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen like a date at my job of a sugar mama and a kid. It's always the other way around. Like guy, you know, like a 20-year-old.
Yeah,
it's usually like a 20-year-old girl that
18-year-olds
is with like a definitely older man, and you can just tell. God,
it's just like those are a dime a dozen in Scottsdale, and just Phoenix in general.
Yeah, I forget. I knew someone that would just. Yeah, they just. Oh, actually, no, it was Uber driving. I Ubered a girl to. She was like telling me about her. She's going on a sugar daddy date. He pays me $300 each time. And she said to go on a date and talk to him.
Yep. And then I think about what is it, Bill Belichick, who's got a 23-year-old girlfriend.
What?
That old man.
The
old football man.
The coach?
Yeah, he's like 70s. She's 23, and they're like engaged. Hold on.
I don't think you're telling the truth.
Google it.
But that's the thing. It's like, do we judge?
How else would I know that?
Or even
know who Bill Belichick is?
Yeah, you're right. Damn.
Have a look-see. You just know she's in it for the money. There's no way you look at that man and think
24
this
years
is the
old.
love of my
Sorry
life.
if there's a sound. Jesus, she's like a Victoria's Secret model.
She knew what she was doing with it. She gets
Jordan
the
Hudson.
trips, the private jets.
She's 24. He's 72.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's like, good on them, I guess.
Good for her.
We could be negative
because
towards
guess what?
it, or
he's gonna die one day, and she's gonna have the rest of her life.
if it's sign a prenup. Wait, does that mean? What does that mean?
Prenuptial agreement, just whatever kind of agreement that they agree on.
Heard. That is wild.
I know.
Ugh. See how many freaking followers she has.
But
not
back
that many.
to she's like kind of a nobody, which is funny. But back to just the wellness industry scams. I do feel like body insecurity is such a universal thing.
Yeah.
It's like everybody at some point has experienced some sort of body insecurity, whether it's weight, whether it's something of your physical appearance. So I just feel like all these wellness scams and like depression at times, anxiety, fear of putting yourself out there, lack of confidence,
the lack of feeling involved or welcomed in communities, or I mean, even
the
like
fear.
Small groups.
It's literally fear.
Yeah.
That is being tapped into, and that desire to be like clean and natural, and like
there's gotta be some like
wanting
Buddha
to like
quote.
wash yourself from the inside out. Like, I just think that's why we're so vulnerable, is because that's such a universal experience.
You got Purdue right. Sorry, I was throwing it out there. They just won.
Purdue da do.
Good pick. And Wisconsin is up, and you'll probably get that as well.
Speaking, I'm doing good job.
Yeah, you're essentially 2-1. Cool. What are you saying? Speaking of,
it's funny that you mentioned like the financial insecurity that led you to kind of like do something that you would maybe not normally do.
But the feeling of
yes.
So it's kind of a way to relate.
The promise of financial freedom is how MLMs are still a thing and have been for decades. Do you want to know what an MLM is? I feel like
multi-level marketing. Yeah.
Exactly. Herbalife, LuLaRoe, Monat. It's like that hair care brand. I know Avon, I try to get. Isn't Avon one of them? There's Mary Kay.
Oh,
there's
Mary Kay.
So many makeup.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
From makeup to hair, people struggle with hair loss. They're getting again a very vulnerable thing for like a woman to have like alopecia or to like be losing their hair. So then this shampoo brand, it's like, oh, it'll make your hair grow. Thrive Wellness. That's like another. It's like called Thrive something. I remember I had a girl that was doing the Thrive and like posting constantly like before and afters of her hair. Like
Thrive.
Different. Thrive was another
Not
MLM.
Thrive Market.
Not Thrive Market. It was
remember
like
that?
Thrive Products. It's still around.
I know, but you used to.
I used to love Thrive Market, but then I was like, it's too much work to like wait for a package when like I could just go to the grocery store.
I know that's another thing too that might be scams. Those like healthy meals, frozen meals. You know?
Oh my god, Kaden.
Boxes sent to you.
Lean cuisine is a scam.
Well, you're
losing weight because you're not getting enough food.
There's a lot of like fitness influencers that are creating their own pre-made meal plan
or
that are sent
powders
out for but like the fact that you want that convenience. I mean, if you have the money, I guess, yeah, but
sure.
That's just another aspect of life where you're streamlining and not just going to the store.
And then you're also, because you're streamlining, you're missing out on community engagement, talking with your local whoever. You never know who you're going to meet when you're out. Like, you're really missing out on a community level when you're not just participating and like going to Trader Joe's, talking to the cashiers there. Like, those little moments of connection like are really what life's all about. And so if you're just like, oh, everything subscription based, like everything from home, order on Amazon, I'll never go shopping again. Like, I don't know. It's just
TikTok
like
shop.
Oh my god. I honestly it's
crazy that some
TikTok
people no, I didn't buy it from him. I actually learned about it from Mason. But I did once I started I did get more ads about it once I think he sent me a video on it or something. And of course, like the sponsorship ads came flooding in, which is wild. Like, even if I search it online, I
it's
think
the cookies.
it's still, yeah.
The cookies get you. So back to MLMs, the companies present themselves as an opportunity to be your own boss. It's literally the illusion of entrepreneurship. Everyone wants to be their own boss, work for themselves, have the financial freedom. You see the person at the top with the new car. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I could get to that. I could have a free car and financial freedom.
It's a legal pyramid scheme.
It's a legal pyramid scheme. And why is it still legal? I'll tell you. I mean, they're classified as legal businesses, but they promise independence, wealth, supportive community. The vast majority of participants lose money instead of making it, which is
literally
so
benefiting off of people's lowest
off
points.
Of people's most vulnerable points of life where they're like, I'll do anything, and this is like the future I want. Okay, and how I want to get into like how they manipulate people to join and stay invested in it. So obviously, in case you haven't heard of it, I don't know who hasn't heard of an MLM, but they operate on a model where participants sell products directly to consumers, but they make most of their money by recruiting others. Because when you're recruited, you have to pay a fee to even join. It's like, okay, you paid $2,000 and then you get all this product to sell.
An onboarding fee.
It's basically an onboarding fee, yes. And then, but you also get the product to sell with that fee. It's like you're buying the products to like resell them. You're really not making much money in the sale of it. You're making a percentage when you recruit more people to it.
It's only the people at the top that make it.
Exactly. The recruitment-based structure makes them almost indistinguishable from pyramid schemes, which are illegal. The most popular MLMs are Herbalife, LuLaRoe. There was a documentary on LuLaRoe. It's the legging company.
Huh.
And it was very big on Facebook. Like there were Facebook groups for LuLaRoe, and they would come out with like just different designs of leggings, like Star Wars, Harry Potter, like this. And like people would just be like selling leggings, bro.
I mean, most like affordable clothing brands too, like Shein, like that. I'd say that's scammy.
It is, but in a different way. But
it's also like slave labor.
Well, so is so much of the clothing that we wear.
Everything,
unfortunately, phones.
Yeah. The mines they need to get the minerals for the batteries.
I didn't know Beachbody. I've never heard of that. Fitness and nutrition, Mary Kay Cosmetics, Amway, health and home products. Those are just some of the big ones, but it's just so sad.
Yeah, I've been asked to.
It's so sad.
It's like
I have too, but it's almost like I feel bad for you, bro.
I know, but it's also if you're not like knowledgeable enough, it sounds like an awesome idea. And then you see like all you can see is like the end result, like oh, I could make so much money.
When it sounds too good to be true, it typically is. And that's what you always have to follow your intuition with. It's just like,
it's too good to be true.
Oh my God. Like even with car shopping, it's like if it looks like way too good of a deal, it's like, what are you hiding?
Yeah, that's what it is though. Mm-hmm. They show the price and then they come back and it's higher and like, yeah, because of this.
99% of participants lose money according to studies.
Jesus Christ.
Success stories are cherry picked and rarely represent the average experience. Even those who make it often do so by exploiting the people that they recruit.
You know, it exploits cancers because you're empathetic or you're like, oh yeah, I'll just do the onboarding or like I'll see how it is.
I'll just try it out.
Yeah.
And then you like invested that money and then never made it a dime and then you leave. It's so sad. I almost got sucked. Not even almost. Logan was at the dentist one time and he hit like a business card in for, it was like, a spa day giveaway that the dentist was having. Literally at the dentist desk. And it was like, put in a business card and we'll call and like for a giveaway or whatever. And Logan was called and he was like, oh, you want a little spa day. And he was like, oh my God, I'll surprise Jocelyn with this spa day I won. I go and it's literally like a Mary Kay, like it's a group of people where we were all like given makeup to like try on and they were teaching us it was a group of people. I'm pretty sure they called every number that dropped it into the
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
And then I literally am trapped there. Logan drops me off. I didn't even have a car. I was just like texting him like, get me out of here. And then at the end, there's a price sheet. Okay, which ones do you want to buy? Like literally sucked you in without letting you leave. Like the door was closed. I was like, and then he's texting me like, how's it going? I'm like, get me out of here right now. And then I literally had him come and just like grab me because I felt like I couldn't leave.
Yeah, it's just a manipulation.
I'm like, we're leaving.
Like Toyota used to send like little scratch offs and like, oh, come in and see if you want. But once you come in, they have your information now, and then they ask you like, oh, like what car are you driving now? And then they just,
what are you looking for?
Yeah, and they suck you in like, oh, we can get you this. We have this good deal, and then
I hate
you didn't win anything,
behavior.
But now we have all your information.
There's a difference between scams and sales. You know what I mean? And like, I just wish Scales wasn't so scammy.
Scales.
Did I say scales?
Yeah.
Scales.
Scales weren't so Sammy.
Okay, so then the cult-like nature is how they keep you trapped. From the moment you're you're showered with positivity and encouragement.
MLMs,
love bombed. You're
cults.
love bombed. So you feel like, oh, I found my community. Kind of like religion.
Well, I was about to say, I recently
church.
listened to a podcast regarding Jonestown again, and I was like, yeah, the psychological aspect of like when things are so bad around you, then you finally find a community that's so welcoming. You're blind. You're blinded. It's your new reality.
Yes, you're blinded by the light. You're made to feel like you joined a supportive, empowering community. Any failure is blamed on you and not the system. Right.
That's a big thing too in like stock trading, groups.
Very cult-like.
Cult-like and MLM, like pay for these courses, all like because that's another way. Because everyone thinks we had that thing.
Get rich quick.
Yeah, exactly. Which is doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Maybe the rare chance, like a lottery ticket, aka like a TikTok viral video, maybe you'll get like 15K or something.
But how many videos?
But stocks, I honestly was on TikTok's Talk, and yeah, I thought like this, Dogecoin is going to the moon. You know, like it was worth so little. Like, what if it just went up $100? Like, I'd be fucking 100,000.
But then you see what happened, and I still don't even fully understand it all. But you see what happened with GameStop, and just how like anyone can do anything.
Those TikTok videos talking about XRP, right? Like,
sure,
yeah, that's it's kind of up now.
I made pretty decent gains because I purchased it so low, like low to the flow, like worth nothing, like a penny.
Again, and but it's not like you're
80 cents. I'm
well
not
off,
It's not a $30 million bet. It was a couple thousand.
It's at $2 right now.
No way.
Yeah, what was it used to be at?
I got it at like 13 cents.
It's $2.43 right now.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have held on to that.
I still have mine, and I just don't know.
Good. You just don't know how to get it out.
Yeah.
Because Binance got weird.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's a lot. I'm like, when did I sell? I sold it. I mean, we liquidated our XRP last March to move.
But here. I was again convinced, and that was similar to the time of the Seek enragements.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can I?
That was last summer.
No. This was like first year at station.
Okay.
I almost like didn't want to say that
because for the first time.
Oh,
sure.
Because you don't want to know let people know where you live, but obviously you don't live there anymore.
The gaslighting and the guilt. If you ever express doubt or frustration, the leaders say that you just lack motivation or not working hard enough, or maybe like aren't that good at sales, and they frame quitting as giving up on your dreams. So you take it all so personally, like, I don't want to give up on my dreams, therefore I got to keep going, instead of thinking like, oh, maybe this model isn't correct. And also isolation from reality. This is literally Jonestown. This is literally cult behavior. You're encouraged to distance yourself from negative influences, just like the Mormon church. You're literally told to distance yourself from any kind of literature, anything that would be negative towards the church, and never to seek, any discourse on it.
Damn, I'm at 557. Sorry. I just accessed it. Yeah.
Good for you.
I wish it like pulled up and it was like 10,000.
$10 million.
Take it out right now.
What you have to do now is get a Coinbase, and you have to transfer it to Coinbase.
I know.
It's so annoying. It's a whole thing.
I mean,
part of me does. I think it was just over $1.
Where is that going to go, though? I mean, like blockchain, crypto. That could be an episode on its own.
I know.
I mean, crypto's a scam too. Like cryptos. Yeah.
That man burned himself alive outside of Trump Tower. His whole manifesto was that crypto is a bubble. It's a scam, artificially inflated by the rich, kind of similar to stock markets.
I totally forgot about those two. What are those called?
Self-immolation.
Yeah.
No, I know.
It's a gross word.
It just sucks because it gets drowned by so much other shit that happens. Like,
I mean, what happened to
the CEO,
I was about to say Luigi.
He's still in chains. He's at the same prison as Diddy.
What's happening with Diddy? What's the updates?
I just saw a little court sketch. It's just there's no press allowed. It's very
it's
door.
very long,
it's very high profile as well.
Long. I mean, think about what happened to me in September, and that's finally going being sentenced at the end of this month.
The judicial system is long. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's thing isn't until next spring.
Well, I remember when Ghislaine Maxwell, her sentencing was like a year after she was arrested. Like, oh, it's planned for. It's like, bruh.
I know.
I get it. I mean, think about how many people get arrested and then go in the system.
And how many people are actually working at the courts? Not a million.
You're right. You're right. How many government officials
a lot
are
of
there?
Paperwork too. It's a lot of legal paperwork.
And that is just one small branch,
Tiny.
Ugh. It's crazy how things work.
Crazy.
Widowy. I'm rich.
No, that's exciting. Part of me is like, I mean, I bought it in 2020 for so cheap. And I was just always like, I'll just keep it in for literally ever because eventually it will go up. But it is one of those things where it's like
even if it went up to $10 a share.
That's still a lot. Depending on how much you put in it. I put 1,000. I had thousands of shares.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
You'd have $10,000.
Mm-hmm. But it's like.
But it's only at $2 after 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I got it like at 80 cents or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what a time.
What a time to be alive. COVID was crazy times. I was in my finance, I was really locked in on just investing, watching Kevin O'Leary videos. I was very locked in during that time.
How can we make it out?
I'm like, how can we get the fuck out of here?
But I mean,
we'll do an episode on. We should do an episode on crypto.
Yeah,
because I'll look more into it. I'm like, what is that noise? Is it a dishwasher?
Yeah.
Okay.
Draining.
The red flags with the MLMs are just the same as cults and the same as just the really scary cults. We don't even have to keep going. I feel like you get the vibes. It's technically not a pyramid scheme. As long as there's a product being sold, they can claim it's a legal business. The FTC occasionally cracks down, but most MLMs tweak their language just enough to stay safe and legal.
Yeah.
Companies like Amway have donated millions to political campaigns. They're donating. They're lobbying. They donated to political campaigns, keeping them going. Many politicians turn a blind eye because of financial backing. And then the victim blaming culture of it all. If you fail, it's your fault. The shame culture around quitting or exposing the truth. Okay, couple real life horror stories. LuLaRoe. Women lost thousands and thousands of dollars on unsellable inventory. The company faced lawsuits for deceptive practices and defective products. The leggings were paper thin, tons of holes in them. Did you
ever get some?
No, but the Amanos did, and I would do their laundry, and I'm like, these leggings are thin. And just not good material. Okay. Herbalife, the FTC fined Herbalife $200 million in 2016 for misleading business practices. And despite this, the company is still profitable and operational. Beachbody coaches promising financial freedom, but found themselves trapped in a cycle of constant recruitment. Many reported weight gain and health issues from using and promoting the products. That's the thing. You sign up for a thing, you're like, oh, financial freedom, but then you're selling things that are terrible for people. Horrible.
Yeah, and then where's the morality of it?
Where's the compass?
Where's that karma culture?
Karma culture, baby. I love that.
Yeah.
Participants max out credit cards or take out loans to stay in the game. The fake it till you make it mentality pressures them to pretend they're successful. That's why everyone's like, oh, everyone's so successful. Everyone's pretending. And then there's no transparency.
I've been there.
Sure.
Not being able to force something and putting it on the credit card to just make it seem like I can do
this
things.
Is my life. I can do this.
I can buy a drink.
But that's part of the social media of it too, is just being oh, well, this is what it seems like I should be able to do at this age. And you know what I mean?
Just I know when you're really seeing 2% of people your age.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of maybe even the country.
I see a lot of videos that are hey guys, what's your credit score and what's your rent? Because can we all just compare and I think pay transparency is really important and just actually having those conversations. I feel like Gen Z talks more about money than any other generation. But that's because a lot of them still live at home, literally cannot afford to live on their own, are not getting jobs. The job market's horrific. They're not getting any jobs. That's why they feel like they have no choice but to be content creators and put themselves out and just try to make money that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not even just oh, this is the only job that I'm willing to have. It's what other jobs are there for that generation? Entry level, paying enough to to not live at home.
Service industry.
It's No, literally. Even if they go to college. And then it's like they don't want $100,000 in loans.
That's life.
Who wants that?
That's for life.
That's part of the scam. I'll get to that.
Yeah.
Student loans are a scam. Okay, I feel like we all know the vibes of the MLMs. MLMs suck. Okay, hold on. One moment. Cut this out. Okay, because I had a whole outline, but then I've now talked so much about other things that I'm like lost it. Okay. For decades, the promise has been clear. Go to college, get a degree, and secure a stable, high-paying job. But for millions of Americans, the reality is starkly different. Crippling debt, underemployment, and an economy that no longer guarantees a return on investment. Let's break down why college and student loans have become one of the biggest scams in modern America.
Break it down.
The GI Bill in 1944 made college accessible to returning veterans, cementing higher education as a path to success. So there was a post-World War II college boom.
Boom! Costco
no
guys?
No pun intended. Oh, I'm like...
You haven't seen those Costco guys?
No.
The double chunk chocolate cookie. That's like they gave it ratings like, oh, wow, you get 3 booms. Boom. There's even a video of them like on a stream. No, it's really bad.
It's a scam.
And then, right? Maybe. And everyone's like making comments of like, oh, can I get some booms? And then like, my brother just died. And like, oh, sorry, brother just died. That gets 5 booms. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just like the irony of it. College boom, GI Bill.
So in 1944, the GI Bill, and then in the 60s and 70s, state universities were often affordable or free for residents. So think about ASU being free for anyone locally, you know?
Makes sense.
Then the 80s and the 90s, colleges shifted from a public good to a revenue-generating business, and they became privatized and for-profit.
Yeah.
Federal financial aid policies encouraged easy access to loans, pushing more students into debt. As state funding decreased, tuition skyrocketed. And then there's the marketing of higher education. Colleges started selling the college experience, the dorms, the amenities, the student unions.
I mean, what's crazy?
The sports facilities.
You should look up. I mean, I know the UC school system. I mean, the amount per semester.
I nannied someone who, by the time he was 18, it was, I believe he is paying $100,000 a year.
That's what I was going to say.
And he's a local.
I think it's like every semester. There's only 2, right? Am I tripping? No, there's 4. Yeah, it's 4 quarters.
There's 4 years.
No, but there's 2 semesters per year.
So it's 8
I know like
semesters
UCLA is like $50,000 a year.
Plus books.
So like 25K a semester.
Plus. Yeah. I mean, that's...
Plus everything else. I mean...
No, everything
living
else.
arrangements.
I think at the end of the day, it was like I think it was literally $300,000 for just a simple bachelor's degree. I'm like that used to be for a doctor or a lawyer. You used to hear those kinds of numbies, you know? And again, took out loans. Because what else do you do?
But that's why maybe like big university is with big bank, you know? Because the banks are making money off all these loans being
big professor.
Made. Yeah, giving all these loans being made, the high interest rates. It's like, and the student loan. Yeah.
The pressure to attend a prestigious university became tied to status and self. Yeah, prestigious. However you want to say it. The pressure to attend a prestigious university became tied to self-worth and status. Isn't it?
Jason Statham.
And then the student loan trap, how debt became the norm. Because that's the thing. You're teaching kids like, oh, $100,000 in student debt is okay. But then that's almost making you feel as though debt is okay.
No, it's just college became the norm, normalized it, and then therefore the loans normalized it. I mean, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to school. I had to get these loans. Like,
yes, like
that's what it felt like for me.
I'm going to school. What loans do I need to get?
Yeah,
like.
Oh, okay. And then I know some like, you have financial aid.
Plus loan, some FAFSA, but hardly any.
Yeah, the subsidiary or like there's all these weird fucking ones.
So loans, they're often federally backed, making them low risk for lenders, but high risk for borrowers. They come with interest rates that accrue while you're still in school, so it increases your debt before you're even graduating. Predatory lending practices. Lenders often target low-income and first-generation students, promising that loans are an investment in their future. Like if you're the first one going to college of your family, it's sort of like, I have to do this for my legacy. Yeah. It's like a legacy thing.
300,000 later.
No, it's so sad. Students sign up without understanding long-term financial consequences. You're only 18 years old, fresh out of high school. You haven't even had a real job, real savings, real spending.
Yeah, leap years probably a good idea, you know.
Gap year. Leap years are dope, bro. No, gap year is such a good idea. It's like, why not take a moment? Like Australians, they travel the world for a year.
Yeah.
They're big into that. Ozzy, check the cams and take a shit. Kaden had 2 coffees today.
Already.
Ew, what? Don't say that right into my camera.
It's the mic, yo.
Whatever. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Where am I? You're just so young. You don't understand the long-term financial consequences. Then there's the rise of private loans. When federal loans don't cover costs, students turn to private lenders who charge higher interest rate and have fewer protections. Unlike credit card debt, student loans cannot be discharged through a bankruptcy. So that's the thing too. It's like there are certain outs in this world that you're given, bankruptcy being one of them, which bankruptcy was formed for businesses and entrepreneurs. It's very like Walt Disney filed for bankruptcy before he made it big. I was just telling them that unlike credit card debt, student loans can't be discharged through a bankruptcy. So that's just something you're stuck with no matter what. So that's just like, even if things got really, really bad, like that's not an out as it is with credit card debt. And anyways.
Wow, I didn't. That makes sense.
Because it's, I think it's like secured debt versus unsecured debt. Okay, so then the tuition crisis. Why are we paying so much? Kaden, since 1980, college tuition has increased 1,200%, while wages have remained the same.
What?
So we're paying more for college, but the salaries that we're getting out of college aren't increasing. It's like, if I'm paying so much more for this education, why am I not making more money to then compensate for it? So it's just never been so imbalanced. And it isn't going to stop anytime soon because of how much money universities make and how much money. And I'm sure they're donating to politicians. I'm sure universities hella fund political campaigns.
For sure. I mean, a lot of campuses are like the theme, not the theme, but I guess the majority, like at Harvard, right? That's like known to be, or Stanford. I feel like more of the liberal, like, so I'm just, like what you're saying to your point is probably influenced in that way. Paying professors, like what the professors teaching too. So like
exactly. It's like, okay, like you can
how else are they being manipulated?
You can charge this for tuition and you can give me political money, but at the same time, these are the textbooks you're using. Did you know?
Yeah.
Ghislaine Maxwell's father is the textbook writer for all of our textbooks that we had in high school. It's like the McCormick.
Isn't McCormick the seasoning?
Sure. Hold on. But isn't that some shit? It makes it feel like a fucking psyop from birth. You know what I mean?
Well,
where we're just like...
That dives into more of like...
We could get into that later.
History is only written by the winners, right?
McGraw-Hill.
Which
I'm seeing USA Today is like, no, he doesn't. But I have seen so many things that say he does that I'm like... It's being hidden. USA Today. They're owned.
I don't even know if USA Today is
by the cabal.
I mean,
no, I'm just kidding. But I have seen like articles that he does. So I'm just like,
you know who would know?
Chad, tell me to me, please.
Talk to me.
Real quick. The average. Okay, no, I'm gonna skip that part. Administrative bloat. Colleges have ballooned their administrative staff, leading to skyrocketing overhead costs. Presidents and executives at top universities earn millions in salaries and bonuses.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is something that's just supposed to be like for public education to literally make the country smarter and better and more successful, like as time goes, it's just being like, what's the word?
I mean, I do support though like teachers in grade
But
school
that's
should
the
be
thing.
paid more.
So why is the president and executives and probably the board getting millions and millions and millions, but probably the
Yeah, or
professors,
like
the
the
staff,
dean.
the dean isn't that the president? No, not the president.
I don't
But
know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, and then like public school, like elementary, high school, getting paid dirt.
Yeah, paid more.
It's not right. It's not right. Luxury amenities and campus upgrades. Can't colleges build rock climbing walls, gourmet dining halls, luxury dorms to attract students? Again, selling the college experience. And that's why you're like forking
Greek
out the money.
life.
Greek life. The focus has shifted from education to experience, which makes tuition higher. The outdated curriculum and degrees. Degrees are often not even aligned with modern job markets, leaving graduates underemployed. That's the thing. It's literally antiquated teaching. Like what you're going for the experience. You're not learning shit. You get out and you're like, oh, I literally don't even qualify for a job
Yeah,
to
a lot
then
of my
pay off this
friends,
6-figure loan.
like what they went to school for,
Mm-hmm.
their job
Not
is not
relevant
in that
anymore.
field.
I know.
I guess some jobs just having that degree helps, but
Sometimes also experience is like more valuable.
What do we?
Some majors offer little return on investment, yet cost as much as a high-paying field like an engineer or computer science, which is just insane. And then textbooks, the markups on textbooks, the unspoken college expense, which I don't know about that. I feel like I hear about that a lot. Textbooks cost $200 to $400 each, with new editions released annually with minimal updates. So if you can't even be textbook sharing because you have to have the latest edition of the textbook, sometimes they change a single paragraph in the entire textbook to say, oh, this is the 12th edition. You have to have the 12th edition to have like the most up-to-date textbook, but it's barely different.
Yeah, the editions are
It's not an entire new textbook with a new modern learning. It's like they just don't want you to be able to share textbooks and like sell, and you know what I mean?
But now I feel like wasn't everything just digital?
But you still have to purchase access codes. When I was at U of A, it was
remember
like
that.
$300 for an access code. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, there's so
Isn't
much
that
money
fucked
in
up?
just school.
Which then makes used books useless. They're trying to literally just take away the value of things that people have invested in, used textbooks being one. And then
Sorry.
A few publishers, Pearson, Cengage, and McGraw-Hill dominate the market, creating a textbook monopoly. So that's
say that word,
too.
Monopoly.
Professors who author textbooks often require their own books, pocketing royalties while students foot the bill. That's the thing. Professors will then write a book and be like, you have to buy this one. And then they're like making all that money on the book. You know what I mean? It's a scam.
I remember that. Like, you have to buy this edition, not this edition.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, what?
But it's like, are they really going around and seeing who has the latest, like, whatever? But sometimes the pages are different. It's
I
like,
know.
go to page 47
so how do you
and I'm like,
along?
oh, fuck. It's just fucked up. What if they just mix up all the pages just to, like, make it seem different? Anyways.
Some trauma. Flashbacks.
No, I'm actually like, oh, the access codes. I can't believe they were so expensive. Like, what could I buy?
Or even those clickers to, like, on the all press an answer for, yeah, right.
What are we clicking, guys?
And it shows like percentage of who answered what, and I'm like 1%. It was me. I had some stupid ass classes in college. Oh my gosh.
I did too. I had to do the stupid German literature studies, and the teacher was such a psychotic bitch. And there was like, I'm not joking. It was in a huge auditorium, hundreds of students. He was at the front. He was just like going through the German text.
Yeah, I did one that too in psychology.
I had a psychology one like that
too. For 500 auditorium, like.
Yeah. But I remember this girl in the front row, she had an alarm go off, which probably, if I had to guess, was like a birth control pill, a birth pill, you know, alarm, like a reminder, but it just wasn't on silent. And so it was like a chicken sound. It was like, and it was so loud, ringing through the halls. He was so mad. He goes up to her, rips the phone from her hands.
I remember you tell me that.
Shatters it on the stage. Her phone just like explodes. And he literally kicks her out. He's like, get the fuck out of my class. If you're and then she was in the front row, had to go through like all the rows just to like exit. And I'm like, she could sue him. Yeah, the 500 people there. And
back then, I would not have. But so many people, I'm surprised no one would say anything.
Everyone just like stunned. For him to destroy a student's like property and yell at her, it's just like,
I mean, I'm sure
for an alarm, like, oh, I'm sure. He was probably one of my least favorite teachers. He was so aggressive. So aggressive. Oh my God, was that my throat or yours?
No, I did like a school sucks.
I'm like,
me and Logan do that all the time at work. We pass each other.
Is college worth it? Yay or nay?
For a specific field or niche, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Trade
But
schools.
for me, I only went because of sports.
100%. And the
so
vibes.
When sport was no longer.
Yeah.
I literally sucked so bad as a student when I was done playing volleyball.
Well, that's the thing. You had no drive at that point. Like, there's certain
I was so good in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was so good.
You give up at that point. It's like, why am I here? Trade schools and apprenticeships can lead to well-paying jobs without debt. Think about, I mean, I don't have to name 100 trades, but like master electricians make a fuck ton of money. Certifications and boot camps in tech fields are often more cost-effective and relevant, such as coding, especially because of how like relevant it is. It's just like, oh, now we're doing Web3. You know what I mean? It's like the things you're learning in school are probably like antiquated by the time you graduate, especially when it comes to tech. Community college for affordable education with transfer options. I mean, I would highly recommend anyone to do 2 years of community college to get all the bullshit like things out of the way, and then focus in on a major the final 2 years like at a university.
Did you text Logan?
No.
Okay.
You want to? Pacifico. Okay. I feel like we can move on. Well, I think the biggest issues with the college of it all is like parental expectations. A lot of parents, because of what was ingrained in them, believe that not going to college is a failure, even if it means massive debt. And there's a stigma against trade jobs, even though in places like England, a taxi driver is just as highly regarded as like a doctor. Like any trade job, any job. It's like if you're working, we need you in society. Too. We need all kinds of jobs in society. Like, why are we only respecting super high paying jobs like that?
Everything has a purpose.
Like, everything has a purpose.
Everyone has servers. A purpose, even if it's a server, a janitor.
We need drivers. We need housekeepers.
Who's to rank the society?
We need front desk people.
Needs.
Yeah. We want a robot at every front desk? No. We want Trader Joe's cashiers to be robots? No. Anyways, high school counselors and the college push, yeah. Students are often pushed towards four-year colleges from their high school counselors. So it like starts, I remember sophomore year in high school, someone coming into my advisory-based class and like talking to us about, okay, it's time to think about college. Like, think about where you want to go.
Start applying. That too.
Like, yeah. It starts at the beginning of high school. And it's just like, whoa, I just got here. Okay, I feel as though we can move past that. But a couple quick horror stories. The Great Debt. Graduates who took on six-figure debt still can't get jobs in their field. People in their 50s, 60s, 70s are still paying off student loans. Graduates who feel trapped and resentful because their degrees didn't deliver. Blah, 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 blah. You get the vibes. Is higher education a scam? For one, not all colleges are created equal. There's a lot of predatory for-profit institutions. And do you ever remember, like, there's some schools that are like have been completely discredited, like the Art Institute of whatever. Like, there's all these institutes. Arizona University Online. It's like these little like.
I forgot there was something happened with U of A, but it was like.
Oh, I remember that.
Removed as a university.
Yeah, discredited.
Because of like a scam from the president taking money. And
oh yeah.
That's the thing that like sometimes they get
Scams,
caught,
baby.
You know?
Yeah. College is a scam. That's my takeaway. And so are student loans. What other scams? Okay, I have a couple others. We can get into them or we could not. How long have we been going?
Hour 30.
Let's wrap it up, people. Yeah. Influencers, scams. No, I'm just kidding. It's just like the fake it till you make it culture. Influencers rent luxury cars, have fake designer hauls, curate fake lifestyles to look rich. Oftentimes, they're also being sent a lot of PR that they're making it seem like they can afford to buy, which they probably couldn't even buy the PR they're like selling as a lifestyle.
Yeah.
A lot of influencers are dirt broke.
Which
sponsorships for products that they've never used once in their life. They're like, oh my God, you guys, I just discovered this new product and I'm obsessed. Let me show you how I use this makeup every day. Or like, my skin is so clear. It's like Kendall Jenner doing like a skin commercial, like proactive. Like, my skin is so clear because proactive. And not all the lasers you can afford. Okay. The wellness grifters, the influencers pushing the detox teas, the collagen powders, the miracle creams, the A1 athletic greens. Blah, 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 blah. Also, the unqualified advice. It's like influencers act like a authority in wellness and all this stuff, but it's Literally people giving fitness, mental health, or financial advice with zero credentials.
Not that I don't have credentials, but I also sometimes feel that way. If I were to make, like money off of TikTok, I mean, obviously you want to be like giving value.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it could be like, oh, I'm so inspired by seeing this person work out. But I've been thinking on that of like what I'm doing and what's my intention for like putting out these videos. Like just
Is
for
it to
fun.
inspire? Is it to educate? It's like, what's the pillar?
But I am not educated, and I don't know if I have
You don't
enough
want to be
education or enough education to educate
credibility.
others. I can do like, I mean, yeah.
You could just continue. This is just what I do. This is just the lifestyle I live. It could be just like, and it also doesn't always have to be 100% about fitness. I mean, I think that that's like 90% of it, but it could be like, this is how I spend a day off. And it's like literally clips of like recording a pod, like going to the gym, recording the pod, doing the, you know what I mean? It's just like, what does a day in the life of Kaden look like? Because it's mostly surrounded around fitness, but it's like, how do you make time for work, fitness? Like you're very on the go.
Talk, honestly.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like golf, gym, pod, work. Like you fit it all in. And I think that alone is aspirational. It's just like, how does one balance, again, the things you want to do with the things you have to do? And you are like driven, and also you have, I don't know what the word is, self-determination. Discipline. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Parasocial relationships and the illusion of intimacy. That's the thing. It's on your phone. You're in bed. Your influencer is on your phone in your bed. You're like, oh, this is an intimate like relationship we have. The parasocial relationships. I feel like I'm not even talking to the mic anymore. And then there's the really well-known financial scams, the Ponzi schemes, the credit repair schemes, pyramid schemes, payday loans, predatory lending, get-rich-quick scams. And we don't know about those, but I just feel like I had to say them because those are the biggest scams in history. The Bernie Madoff of it all.
And there will be more.
How he tricked investors for decades. You know Bernie Madoff.
Sounds familiar.
In like the 90s and 80s, I feel like the crypto pump, modern versions like crypto pump and dump schemes
Fire Festival.
Fire Festival. Oh my God, I'm trying to do like a quick fire fest of who was the biggest scams in history. Yeah, I feel like that was a good one. Yeah, that was a big one. But did he mean for it to be a scam? Did he mean for it to be a scam, or was it just poor planning?
It was not enough time.
He knew when people were arriving, like this isn't going to go well, and he continued the sort of lie. But I don't think they planned it with the idea that it was a scam.
No.
I think that they had full intentions, but are just not party planners. You know what I mean?
But like, he made a lot of money off of it. But
I know.
He did go to jail.
He and what? Ja Rule?
Yeah. But he went to jail now.
Okay, I feel like that summarizes it well. I feel like we got into like the organic, the college, influencers, wellness, MLMs.
Clothing.
I feel good.
Life.
That's all I have today. I feel good about it. My bracket's doing well. It's beautiful outside.
It is.
We're gonna go have a beer. Did he respond?
No.
I'll text him.
I just said Jocelyn wants Pacifico.
Oh, put it on me. Put it on me. You do too, bitch.
Yeah, but I think he would respond better to me saying that instead of I want, Yeah. I would never text him. I want Pacifico.
Like, hey, can you swing by Safeway on your way home?
You're about to right now.
Yeah, I'm about to. All right, I got to check the cams as well. Have a great day. See you next Tuesday. Thank you so much. It's going to be okay.
Sweet 16. Spring solstice.
16. It's called Sweet 16. Spring solstice.
When
March
this comes
Madness.
out, yeah. Bye. Bye.